Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotion as well as the emotions of others. It involves four key components: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. We got three key words here: recognize, understand, and manage. Recognize. Recognize means to identify someone or something from having encountered them before or knowing again. Acknowledge, acknowledging the existence or validity of, or the legality of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's recognize, like identifying it from having encountered it before. This comes with experience. And what I mean by experience is like you have to have encountered or engaged with this or seen this before in order to recognize it. It's not something that you just know off jump. You know what I mean? The question I found myself asking me or myself is, how many times do I have to encounter something or someone before it's recognizable or identifiable?
Okay.
Like, how many times do I got to go through this to recognize it? Understand is the second key word. Understand means to grasp the meaning, nature, or importance of something. Grasp the meaning, nature, or importance of something. And when I'm thinking about grasping something, I'm grabbing it. I'm bringing it in. I got it in my grips. Like I got it. To grasp means to have, right? And normally when we say grasp, there's a physical meaning to it, but mentally speaking, like I got it. All right. So to understand means to get the meaning, the nature or importance of something. Manage, simply to be in charge of, to run it. I'm managing this. I'm running this. I'm in charge of this, right? So emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, meaning that you've seen this before, understand, grasping the meaning, and manage. I'm running it, right? The ability to do that with your own emotions. So are you recognizing your emotions? Are you grasping what type of emotions you got going on? Are you managing your own emotions when you're emotional, right? That's emotional intelligence. And others too. But I'm focusing more on yourself and then identifying, recognizing them with others. And yeah, how can you manage other people's emotions? You can, because the same way we know how to push people buttons to get them upset, you kind of managing it a little bit or running it. I'm gonna say this because I know this, but they're gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna apologize, or I'm gonna come off a little bit easier because I know if I do that, they'll come off like this. So self-awareness. Self-awareness is, and let me back up a little bit. The four key components to emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-management, social awkwardness, social awareness, and relationship management. Self-awareness. This is the ability to be conscious of one's own emotions and how they affect one's thoughts and behavior. It includes accurately assessing your strengths and limitations, and then processing a strong sense of self-confidence and self-worth. That's a lot right there.
It sure is.
Self-awareness, the ability to be conscious of your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behavior. All right. So I'm aware that I'm upset. And when I'm upset, right, I know that my thoughts and behavior go this way when I'm upset. When I'm happy, I know that my thoughts and emotions go this way. My thoughts and behaviors go this way. So self-awareness, being aware of yourself, okay, and where you at right now, emotionally, because we talk about emotional intelligence. Self-management involves managing one's emotions in a healthy way, adapting to changing circumstances, and following through on commitments. This encompasses the ability to regulate your own emotions, redirect destructive impulses, and manage stress in a productive manner. That's a mouthful in itself. So self-management, managing yourself, Okay? Managing your emotions in a healthy way. Healthy way. Healthy means that it's long going, it's strong, it's it's good. Longevity. Okay? Um, so managing, running your own emotions in a good way, in a healthy way. Adapting to changing circumstances. When I say adapting, mean that I'm able to change. I'm able to fit into uh, different circumstances. I can fit into it, and um, and follow through on commitments. That's just being committed. Follow through on commitments. What's that? What's another term for that? Follow through on commitments. Like just keeping your word. Bottom line. It encompasses the ability to regulate your emotions. Regulate. And what I mean by regulate means like to healthily, or not healthily, that's not even a word, to kind of to push through the amount of emotions that need to be pushed through. Right? So you could be upset, but if I'm upset and I range from 1 to 10, I'm not going to give out my whole 10 upsetness on the situation unless it calls for it, right? So I might tell you, like, listen, I just want to let you know I'm upset. I'm pissed off. You probably can hear it in my tone, but I'm not, I'm going to walk away right now. So I'm regulating. I'm giving you just a little bit of my upsetness. You know what I mean? Redirect destructive impulses. Redirect. So what's a disruptive impulse when somebody's mad? Don't you feel like punching something, throwing something, breaking something, right? Choking somebody out, right? Cursing them out, right? So let me redirect that. How you redirect that? Maybe you know me going to the garage, I got a punching bag. So I'm gonna punch the punching bag instead of punching you in your damn face. You know what I mean? Or you know what? I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna cuss you out when you're not around me. I'm gonna go in the bathroom, I'm gonna go in my room, and I'm gonna cuss you out like you there, but I ain't gonna do it to you. I might call my homeboy, my homegirl, you know what I mean, and just vent on the phone. Let me tell you what this did. You know what I mean? I can't believe it. Let me tell yo, if they was right here, this is what I would say. Okay, redirecting those impulses. Like you feel like you want an impulse, something you feel like you about to do, you want to do, right? And then managing stress in a productive manner. I think I just talked about managing stress. Like, okay, I'm at a stressful moment. Okay, how do I run this stress? Because manage means run. How do I run this stress in a productive manner? What's a productive manner? A manner that is producing. How do I say this? Productive, fruitful, useful, helpful. Okay, manner. Say, how do I manage this stress in a healthy manner, in a fruitful manner, in a helpful manner, in a constructive manner, in a beneficial manner? How do I manage stress in a constructive, beneficial, helpful way? Right? How can it be helpful? So it could be walking away, right? Because I know if I say this, it's not going to help the situation. It may help me feel a little better, but it ain't helping the overall situation. So that's what self-management is managing yourself in your emotions. So we talked about being aware, right? Self-awareness. We talked about self-management, right? Now we're going to talk about social awareness. Social awareness. This is the capacity to understand emotions, okay? The capacity to understand the emotions, the needs, and the concerns of other people. Picking up on emotional cues. Feeling the comfortability in the social environment. Recognizing the power of the dynamics within the group or organization. And that may seem like a lot in itself. So are you aware of what's going on in your environment? That's what social awareness is, right? Sometimes, you know what, it's a good idea to make a joke right now. Or it ain't a good idea to be joking around right now. You see what I'm saying? You know, picking up on the environment. Which, if I do this, how would the environment or the people in the environment respond? You see what I'm saying? So social awareness, being aware of the people within the environment and how you are interacting with it, what it actually needs, what are the concerns of the other people, right? And picking up on the emotional cues. The cues, what's the emotional cues? How are these people feeling? right? When someone is mad, what they look like, that's a cue. They got a face that they're not smiling, right? What a happy person look like? What's a cue of somebody looking happy? They smiling. They're looking approachable, right? They're not keeping to themselves. Somebody angry, they keeping to themselves. They're short answers. They're not saying nothing, right? That's an emotional cue. What is this person showing from their emotions? What's the cue? Meaning clue. Last but not least, relationship management. Relationship management. This is the ability to develop and maintain good relationships. Relationship management. Develop, which is to create, and maintain good relationships. This also is communicating clearly. Communicating clearly, speaking clearly, bringing your thoughts to words so that the receiver can truly understand what you're saying. Inspiring and influencing others. Working well in a team. Managing conflict. Inspiring and influencing others, right? In a relationship. So how do you build good relationships? Like in a good relationship, somebody going to influence me to do something good or influence me in general. When you have a relationship, you get influences from the other person. Sometimes they're stronger than others, right? Inspiration. I see somebody doing this, it makes me want to do it too, you know? And that goes hand in hand with inspiration and influence. Working well with a team. What's working well with a team? We ain't always got a problem, okay? And I say always because sometimes it might be some disagreements, might be a little problem here and there, but is there always a problem in this team, in this relationship? And then when there is a problem or a conflict, are you able to manage it? Run the conflict, the conflict resolution. Can you be the first one to be like, you know what, listen, I feel like a tension here, there's something going on, or you know what, you said something that kind of, rubbed me the wrong way and I want to address it. Or you know what, I came off to you in a way that you probably rubbed you the wrong way. And I just want to address this. So managing conflict means to address conflict, not run away from it. Oh, they mad. Oh, man, I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm just not going to say nothing. Sometimes it's good enough to say nothing right then and there, but eventually you need to go ahead and face this right here. So overall, emotional intelligence. Why is emotional intelligence important? People are like, I don't even know why it's important. It's important because it's crucial for an effective personal and professional interactions. Personal and professional interactions. Like not only on your regular personal life with your family, friends, loved ones, significant others, but in your professional interactions, right? You got to know how to interact people on a professional basis. And what I mean by professional basis, things that you do to earn money. So you in customer service, you go to work for money. Okay. How do you deal with customers? Maybe you don't even deal with customers. You deal with coworkers. All right. Maybe you don't really deal with coworkers. You deal with your boss. And when I say your boss, I'm talking about the person who's supervising you, your supervisor, your manager, right? You got to have emotional intelligence to effectively, work with and communicate and be engaged with these people in a professional manner, places where you depend on getting money from. Like I show up here to get money. You get what I'm saying? This enhances, magnifies, broadens, or makes bigger your leadership abilities. It contributes, add to the building of stronger relationships in your professional life and in your personal life. Why is building strong relationships in your professional life important? Like, in order for you to be effective at your job, at your place of profession, maybe you might need something. It's good to have a strong relationship so that when you need something, bam, it gets done. Well, if I'm working there, if I need something, it's their job to provide something. Well, maybe you need a day off or off schedule. When I say off schedule, you ain't got 2 weeks in advance to say, like, listen, something came up. I need this next day off. Because you got that good relationship with somebody, with that supervisor, okay, that manager, whoever's over you, they're giving you that day off because your professional relationship is good. And when I say good, meaning that your communication, all of that is good. So you know what? Instead of holding you to the 2 week rule, all right, I'm going to give you this right here because I see that you was able to clearly communicate that, you know what, this is not a regular thing. This is an emergency. Okay, so contributes, adds to building stronger relationships, and improves decision-making skills. Okay, emotional intelligence improves decision-making skills. right? You making these decisions based upon your emotions and the emotions of others, making decisions based upon what's going on around you, situational awareness, reading the room, all right? Studies show, and even in my experience, that people with high levels of emotional intelligence have a better mental health. Their mental is better, job performance is better, and the leadership skills is up there. Throw some things in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Did I miss something? Did I say something wrong? I know I said something earlier about social awkwardness. I meant social awareness. Okay, social awareness. All right. That's it.